Hey everybody, hope you had a lovely weekend, but more importantly, I hope you saw at least a snippet of this completely bonkers incident that happened a few days ago at a luxury senior living facility in St. Paul, Minnesota, where a woman named Zamdi, and I apologize ma'am if I butchered your name in any way, who has a decently sized TikTok account dedicated to skincare, beauty, and life advice, in her own words, posted an outrageous video of an elderly woman appearing to follow around and harass the woman recording the video, repeatedly asking, "Do you live here?" ad nauseum, almost to the point where it drove me nuts. And telling the woman to go get her mom, seemingly very upset the woman recording the video would have the audacity, nay, the gall, to have a seat in the lounge area of the building where her mother lived. Can you imagine? The woman, as the recorder points out in the video, apparently came all the way upstairs from her red bench on the other side of the building, or at least the other side of the very sizable lobby, to do this, adding to the woman's dumbfoundedness at what was happening to her. The video left a lot of people curious about what became of the whole affair, and I'm happy to say I have the answer for you. As always, of course, it's crucial to our investigation that we review the initial footage of this incident, especially for those of you that haven't seen it yet, which was posted with the caption, "The video I initially posted hours ago was muted by TikTok, so I'm reposting it in hopes that it brings awareness of a situation that happens way too often. This is just a snippet of what people that look like me deal with on the daily. My sister was attacked for no reason and the police were called on her. That's the scariest thing for a POA. That could legit be the end for her. I'll keep reposting it because no, you're not silencing us."
I don't care.
Yeah, thank you. You cannot come all the way over here, have that energy to come all the way here to harass me.
Harass you?
Yes, you are harassing me, ma'am. You need to get away from me.
You don't belong here.
You need to leave me alone.
Do you live here?
You need to leave me alone,
Do you
ma'am.
live here?
Ma'am, you need to leave me alone.
Do you live here?
You
What
need
apartment
to
are you
leave me
in?
alone.
What apartment are you in?
It's not your business.
Yes, it is.
We came here to visit my mom, me and my child, and we deserve that. So you need to leave me alone, ma'am. You need to get away. You come all the way from there, coming over here, it's not okay. So you need to
take care of your mom.
No, it's not your business. What I do is
Take
not
your mom.
What I do is not your business, ma'am.
Go take your mom.
What I do is not your business.
Then
So you're telling me that I cannot sit over here? Is that what you're saying?
you can sit here if you want to.
Then why are you bothering me?
why
I was
you
sitting
take
over
care-
here. I was
you
sitting
take
over
care of
here.
your mom?
You saw me while you're sitting over there. You come all the way, leave all your stuff just to harass me. I cannot sit over here. That is not okay. You
Okay.
say that I don't belong over here.
Do you
and
live
that
here?
is not.
Do
What you said was,
do
I don't
you live
belong
here?
here. You give me a hand, in the middle hand.
Do you live here?
You're harassing me.
You did
need
the
to leave
same
me
thing.
alone.
Do you live here?
Stop touching me.
Do you live here?
Stop touching me.
Do you live here?
Stop
Do you
touching me.
live here?
Stop touching me.
Do you live here?
Stop touching me.
Do you
Stop
live
touching
here?
me. Stop
you live here?
touching me.
Do you live here?
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. You need to get away,
Go
man.
to your mom's house.
You need to get
Go
away.
to your mom's.
Stop hitting me.
I'm not hitting you.
Stop hitting me. Stop my phone. Stop
Okay,
touching my
that's
phone.
it. That's it. You're done.
Thank you.
I'm calling the police.
Okay, I'm gonna call the police right now.
You go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I will call everybody that I know over here who lives over here as well.
You broke my skin.
Thank you.
Jan? Jan? Call 911.
Sit over here, Hoya.
Go. Call 911. Look what she did.
So, the woman who posted this video on TikTok, again named Zandy, was not actually the one recording the video, but posted it on her sister's behalf to her own TikTok page because she hoped her own sizable TikTok following would increase the video's overall exposure. Considering the video, originally muted by TikTok for unknown reasons, there's not even any cursing in this video, so I'm not really sure why they would do that. But anyway, considering that it had to be re-uploaded again, it got almost 750,000 combined views, so I'd say that the upload strategy did pan out. Anyway, her sister was visiting their mom, who lives in this luxury apartment building for seniors. Notice it's not an assisted living home. It's just a 55-plus luxury apartment, essentially just a nice apartment for older people. Along with the antagonist of today's story, who also lived there, and had decided to take a short rest when this all went down. In the aftermath, after Karen ran downstairs crying crocodile tears to Jan over her very serious injuries, the police were called to come handle the fallout. But as it turns out, the police actually sided with Zamdi's sister after seeing the video that she'd recorded, even asking if the sister wanted to press charges. Zamdi posted another video yesterday where she explains everything.
Hey guys, I'm finally able to respond to the video that I had posted and that had went viral on my page about the lady who was talking-ish to my sister, telling her that she does not belong here. The video basically started picking up a lot of attention, and then TikTok muted the video, and then I had to repost it again. Basically, the lady is telling my sister she doesn't belong there. By the way, many of you assume that this lady was living in a like an assisted facility area for old people, or not. She's living in luxury condo apartments for seniors. There are a bunch of them throughout the Minneapolis area and the St. Paul area, just the metropolitan area here in Minnesota. And as you can imagine, the age that lives, like the demographics of the people that live there, they really have an issue with people of color, people that are basically wearing hijabs. So basically, when she called the cops came, we showed them the video. The cops were like, oh, hell no, like, she's in the wrong, we can arrest her for you, like, you can literally press charges. We, as a family, sat down and came to the conclusion that in the end of the day, locking up an old lady is not really going to do much for us. What we want is not for her to get locked up, but for her to stop, like, harassing people that look like us in this building. And for the building, so the management did receive an email from me, and a friend of mine who is also a property manager and I have a meeting sometime next week, I believe, to basically sit down with these people. Basically, we just want to make sure that they let their residents know and remind them of their lease policy, that they are not to discriminate or harass anyone that lives in the building that does not look like them. And we want that for every single building that they own in the entire metropolitan, because a lot of people that look like me live in these buildings. I guess their parents do, and they come to visit and they get harassed all the time. This was not the first time this lady did this, not the second time either, not the third time. Like, this happens almost every day or every time we come around. And it's not just her, it's a lot of other people that live in the same building that do the same thing every day. So one thing we're going to continue to do is keep our cameras open to film these instances and to make sure people understand that, yes, I deal with these things all the time. And at the end of the day, I don't know why TikTok muted my video, because I did not do anything to basically go against the guidelines. However, I did see that there were a few comments that were weird and but then again, how can I be in control of people's reactions to something like that? That is, makes no sense, right? But yeah, that was your update. Sorry it was late. Ramadan, you already know the deal.
So, in the end, Zamdi confirmed what many people suspected from the beginning, that her sister was most likely targeted by this woman because of her hijab. But we also discovered that after talking it over, Zamdi and her family decided to take the high road and not press any charges against this woman. Her only real punishment would be the embarrassment of having this atrocious behavior captured on film and shown to the world. But given her age and her residence in a luxury retirement complex, she doesn't exactly have to worry about being fired from her job, and there's not actually a whole lot that anyone can do to her, short of arresting her, which, again, Zamdi and her family decided against. Some people in the comments question this decision or outright derided Zamdi and her family for taking the high road, but Zamdi stuck by her decision, saying it was the Muslim thing to do and to let it go. As some small consolation, though, this lady apparently got a very firm talking to from both the police and the property management after this incident, as they apparently told her that if anyone else complains about her behavior, she'd be arrested. Zamdi also mentions in another comment response on this reaction video she posted on TikTok that the lady is, walking around silent now, having been put in her place by the threat of actual consequences for behavior she's doubtlessly been getting away with for forever. In the end, though, most Karens don't spend time behind bars, almost never, or see any serious, real legal consequences for this kind of thing. I still think Zamdi did what she thought was right by not, in her own words, ruining some old lady's life. That decision clearly would not have brought her and her family any peace, and therefore would have been, purely destructive. But it is fair to officially stamp this Karen warned, maybe even cowed, but ultimately unpunished. I'll keep an eye on Zamdi's TikTok page and let you know if she gives us an update on how her meeting with the property management that she mentioned a moment ago goes. Hope you guys enjoyed the update, and I will see you soon.